Are you feeling under the weather? Do you have a cough? Do you have a cold? Do you just want to hide under your duvet for the entire day? But you can. Because we have lives and we have jobs and we have to go out and we have to do stuff. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on how to look a little bit better when you're feeling under the weather. Because right now I feel so sick and I have a head cold and I've had it for the last week. A little bit better now than I was a few days ago. I wasn't going to do a tutorial then because it was just terrible. But a lot of you requested if I showed you guys how to apply makeup when you're feeling under the weather. So I really hope you enjoyed this and just keep watching. So when you're feeling under the weather, the most important thing to do is to moisturize your skin. So I'm going to be using this Nivea Soft Moisturizer, and it is vitally important that you moisturize, even use a night cream, because your skin gets quite dry when you're under the weather. Concentrate in the areas like around the mouth and around the nose, especially if you have a cold, because those areas can get quite chapped. So I'm going to start by applying a little bit of concealer, which I kind of need at the moment. I'm going to put a little bit of my Maybelline concealer underneath my eyes. Just dabbing it in with my ring finger. A little bit on the chin. Kind of this whole area is red and irritated. Now I'm going to move on to using foundation. I'm going to be using this. This is the e.l.f. and it is in porcelain because my skin is very pale at the moment. This is quite moisturizing, so I kind of like the feeling of it. You could also use BB cream. You could use a tinted moisturizer. I'm going to apply this with a blending sponge that I have soaked in water so it's quite big and fluffy. And this is just going to go all over the face, dabbing it in. It's really nice to use a damp sponge when you have some kind of illness, because it can feel so much like refreshing on your skin when you're using something kind of damp and cool. It can just feel so fantastic, especially around the eyes. A damp sponge is actually the best way to apply something like foundation or concealer onto dry skin, because it sort of just gets right in there and it covers without kind of annoying it and making it flake up or anything like that. Now I don't want to do too much on the eyes, because obviously when you're sneezing or you're coughing, your eyes can get quite watery. So what I'm going to do is play up the brows instead, because obviously that's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to use a spoolie first of all, just to brush through my brow. I'm just allowing the foundation that we applied to kind of settle on the skin. I might go on and do a little bit extra, but we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to use my Storm palette, which is very messy at the moment, and I'm going to be using the brown, mixing it up with the kind of mid-tone caramel kind of colour. And I'm just going to work this across my brows just to add a little bit extra shape. And I would say to anybody, you know, even if you're not wearing that much makeup, do your brows, because it really does kind of complete the look and bring it all together. Especially if you're not planning on doing anything else really with the face. Now you can use a clear mascara to go over them if you find that your eyebrows just completely go all over the place during the day, but I think they should be okay like this. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. You want to do this carefully so that you don't irritate your eye and then you start sneezing because of it. So do this very carefully. I'm using a mini one here. I usually start just in the outer portion of the eye and work my way in. My eyes are already watering from it, just because it's so sensitive at the moment. When you have a cold or you have sinus pain, all this whole area is very sensitive, so just be very careful. Now we're going to move on to applying our mascara. I'm going to use a waterproof mascara so that I don't have any kind of smearing or anything if my eyes do start to water. You could also just use a clear mascara if you have that kind of dark look already, but I'm just going to use this, which is in black, and this doesn't go anywhere once it's on. To keep with that dewiness and to add a little bit of life to our face, I'm going to be taking a cream highlighter. This is the one by e.l.f. It's the All Over Colour Stick, and it looks like that. Not this one here, this is a different one. It's this one here. And we're just going to use our fingertips and just dab it across the top of our cheekbones. And this is just going to add a little bit of kind of a hint of life to the face, a nice sheen, which when you're ill, your skin can kind of be a little bit dull. So I'm just kind of working it, using your fingers like this to kind of blend it down. I'm going to be using the pink one, This is for kind of a cream blush, and this one is called Pink Lemonade, and it's, which one is it? It's this one on my hand here. I'm going to take this one just onto my fingertip like that, and a little goes a long way, so I'm just going to pat it on, and then take a clean finger and just blend it in. I'm just going to apply a little bit of bronzer to brighten up my face because obviously it is very pale at the moment. I'm going to be using 22 Sun Bronze by Rimmel. I'm going to be using the kabuki brush to apply that, and this is the EcoTools kabuki brush, which comes in this set of 5. You get 4 brushes and 1 brush holder. Onto my kabuki brush, tap it off because you really don't want too much. It can look really fake if you have absolutely no inner glow at all. So I'm just going to dab this very gently over my face. The outer portion of my face, and then just do little circles. Once you've kind of applied the colour, then you can kind of buff it a little bit. Then take another one of those brushes from EcoTools, and this time I'm going to take a matte press powder, and this is in transparent and it's also by Rimmel. I'm going to take this onto the brush, dab it off, and I want to keep that dewiness that we've applied, so this is only going on the T-zone, just down the nose and the chin, and then just across the forehead. To finish off the look, I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Conditioning Lip Balm, and this is called Peaceful Pink, and it smells like sweets, so it's kind of nice. I'm just going to take a little bit of this, and this is really nice because, you know, when you're feeling sick, your lips can get chapped, especially at this time of the year, so by putting this on, it just conditions them, keeps them nice and soft, but it also adds a tiny bit of colour, so that's what we need at the moment to brighten up our faces. So that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you were feeling under the weather, I hope you feel good soon, and thank you all for all the nice get well soon messages that I've been getting. Really hope you enjoyed this. I'm Shane Katie, and thanks for watching.